This is really the fighter and the kid.
Come on, baby. I mean, this guy can throw a ball. I'm talking football guy. Sorry, you just came.
You went to one game.
You just jumped in.
You went
this
to one game. I was saying Jaden Daniels can throw a football.
Yeah, I'm in the. I love being in the box with. I'm at the SoFi Stadium. Unbelievable. And I'm hanging out. There's
Home
a
of the
really
LA
nice guy. I'm
Rams.
talking to a really nice guy. Nice guy. Looks a little bit like me, maybe, but
Wait, what were you? First of all, go 2 steps back.
Yeah.
Who gave you the tickets to let you into the box?
Oh, my very wealthy friend.
He had
my
tickets.
dear friend David. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So he goes, "Hey, come by." So we go into the box.
It'll ruin you because they have Nobu there.
It'll ruin
You have such good food.
the
They have
food's unbelievable.
tomahawk steak and stuff.
I'm
It's
eating.
not normal.
And I'm also watching it from this box, and it's just, I'm so close to the field, and it's just great.
Yeah.
And
You almost feel like you're in the movie Django, though. You're like looking down on these gladiators, right?
you do a little bit. I would agree with you on that, especially when I go to the guy next to me. Nice guy. I'm talking to him. Nice guy. Very pretty wife or girlfriend, and probably about my age. Maybe a little thinner than me.
Really thinner?
My less athletic brother. My
Okay.
less athletic, thinner brother. But similar look and all.
Yeah.
And we're talking. And I
Talking
said, "Do
football?
you have a team?" And he goes, "I have a team. Not really. But I do sort of." And I go, he goes, "I like the Commanders. I like the 76ers. And I go, "Oh yeah."
East
And
Coast guy.
he goes, I go, "Why? What?" He goes, "I mean, honestly, I own them." So I'm like, "Oh, okay. That's what I'm doing."
I'm kind of into it.
So now I'm in a box with a bunch of people where I'm like, and they're all great, but you wouldn't know it when you're talking to
No.
him. He's in jeans and a t-shirt, nice guy, but it's a
Billionaire.
whole different
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Then you talk
Owning
to
a
them.
team? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. And super smart and cool, and it's fine.
And so you went to the Chargers versus Chiefs.
I went to the Chargers versus Chiefs. I thought the Chargers, that SoFi Stadium was on, they would make a lot of noise when the Chargers did something right. But there are a lot of Kansas Chiefs fans, too. A lot.
That's the problem with the Chargers moving from San Diego
Yeah.
to here.
Yeah.
Like I went to the Niners game there, and it was all Niner fans.
Yes.
Like 90% of the arena was
Right.
red.
And they're loud.
Oh, yeah.
So now you're mad at me because you think
the Chargers are your team?
The Chargers are my team.
Yeah.
And a couple weeks ago, we were having trouble explaining football to you.
Yeah.
And then you end up in those seats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With your stunning wife.
Yeah.
Beautiful imagery.
I will say about my wife couldn't look better. And all the billionaires.
The billionaires looking
and
and
the
liking.
billionaires are looking and
you know
liking.
the buyer, right?
They're all going, she had a kid 5 months ago? What the fuck is going on? What are you doing? I go, I tie her behind the car and I make her run.
Make her run.
And she eats what I dealt
One
out.
crouton a day.
She'll have a slivered almond and
What
some
if,
arugula.
now hear me out here.
Yeah.
What if they're like, Brian, your wife is delicious.
Yeah.
I own every player you see out there.
Yeah.
I will give you $2 billion for one night with your wife.
$2 billion?
$2 billion. To them, that's nothing.
That's so silly because my wife would push me out of the way.
Yes.
Give me a realistic number.
It's gonna be a rough night, Bubba.
Give me a realistic number.
It ain't. It's
I'll
fun.
jump in there myself.
Hey, that billionaire is gonna whisper in her ear, "I'm not your king," and it's gonna get weird.
Hey, listen, it's $2 billion, bro.
All right.
I'm giving, if you take my
mil,
left
one
hand
mil,
off.
1 mil.
1 mil. 1 mil?
You do it for 1 mil?
1 mil? Tax free?
Yeah, tax free.
Goes right in my bank account?
Cash.
Let me tell you something right now. dude.
1 mil, you do
Let
it.
me tell you right now. I would say that 99% of the women out there, not the men, the women, my wife, everybody would be like, wait a minute, what do you want me to do? Bang this billionaire for the night? Shh, get out of the way, you pussy.
Oh wow.
I'm going to get a billion, and that's for my kids. And that doesn't
some
make
cuck behavior right now.
it's
but
not
keep
cuck
going. Yeah,
behavior.
it is.
It's $1 million tax free, bro.
a mil though.
You wouldn't do it for $1 million
No,
tax free?
absolutely not.
You're a bitch, huh?
No.
What are you, all territorial? You're such a bitch.
No, you
It's
don't
$1 million fucking dollars tax free, bro.
Yeah, it's tough.
Compounding the interest. We got in 7 years. We probably got 2 million. Another 7, you got 4. What the fuck are you talking about? Your kids are set for life in case something
Not
happens
off
to
a
you.
mil. Not off a mil. They're not.
If you put it in an S&P 500,
Tough.
you can just keep doubling your money. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I
Compound
thought
interest.
for sure you'd turn down a mil.
Huh?
I thought for sure you'd turn down a mil.
Bro, what is wrong with you?
Dude, did you get any of those vibes? Is there any?
No.
Nothing.
No, but
those elite get weird, man.
yeah, well, so what's funny
was
is
Diddy there?
He was not there. These were good. These are both these the people I was in that box were with have no problem getting women. They're not bad looking men.
Well, they're billionaires.
And they're billionaires, and they're also cool.
Well, they could be
all that
warlocks.
stuff. But these guys in particular are not.
Yeah.
Like my one buddy played D1 tennis in college all 4 years.
Yeah.
You know, he's 6'4". You know, he's doing just fine. There is a guy, I remember a long time ago, I never forgot this. A woman was married to a man, and he was very wealthy, and he was very short. And she said, and she was drunk, and she said something like, or exactly like, yeah, it's great. I just can't bear to have him touch me. And I went,
Disaster.
I was like, that's your husband.
Disaster.
He's got to, yeah. And that's what's going on.
Kids?
That you have all, yeah. You got all that money. You got all that
kids
money.
grow up in a non-loving home. They think
dude.
that's how relationships work.
All that
It's a
money. I
disaster.
hope it was worth it because you can't stand to be
The answer is no. It's not worth it.
touched.
No, you want to throw up because the thought of him touching you.
Touching. My buddy said to my other buddy one time, he got divorced. And he said, when did you know it was over? And the guy, I didn't know him very well. He goes, when did I know it was over? When I couldn't bear to be touched by my wife. Well, I couldn't bear to have her touch
it's
me.
over.
We were laughing so hard.
So over.
It's over.
It's over.
It's over. So, yeah, you can have
I think it's weird the couples that even
nothing.
I think it's weird the couples, I'm around couples all the time that call each other by their first name.
What do you mean?
Like, Steven, get over here. You know?
Yeah.
Instead of like babe or boo or whatever.
Yeah, I call my wife babe, and my son, who's 2.5, is like, babe, babe.
Because you're always saying it.
Yeah, always.
It's weird when it's like that formal, like, Anthony, get over here.
I also think, though,
Jesus.
it's like for a man like yourself, especially, but me too, is like when you're a man and a woman finds you physically desirable, when, you get older and maybe that's going to change, but if you haven't experienced where a woman is attracted to you, where you get a girl because you're attractive to her,
Yeah.
and you've never had that, and then you had to make money to get it,
That's where school shooters come from.
that's tough. It's tough.
Or if they don't become billionaires, that's where they're on Reddit.
No matter how much money you have, it's like my dad's friend. He said, I went to my high school reunion. I bought this amazing Porsche.
just to
He goes,
flex
how'd
on
it go? He goes, I realized I was a nerd in a Porsche.
Yeah.
He goes, I'm still a nerd.
Yeah.
After all this
It's
time.
all good.
It just accept it. But
God, I saw this baseball player Donaldson. He was doing this. He's a stud, all-star.
Yeah.
And he was like, they're like, man, his technique's flawless. And he's like, yeah, I grew up a nerd. I didn't have any friends. I had a stutter. I was always shy. So all I did is get better at baseball. He's like, I thought it'd make me cool. And he's like, and then he was like, that's him. He's like, then my brother. He's like, my older brother's my best friend. He's like, my older brother's my best friend. And then I realized that he's everybody's best friend. And I thought, fuck this world, and I'm just going to get good at baseball. And he's one of the very best.
holy shit.
Yeah, he was like, I realized that's my brother's personality. Everyone he meets thinks they're his best friend. And I was like,
You know what my
I gotta
mom said?
Double down on baseball.
You know what my mom said? So
Get
I didn't
away?
realize this. I felt bad. My mom came to visit, and my mom goes to bed early. And I knew my wife was going to go to bed early with the kids. I knew they were going to bed. It was Saturday night. I came back from the wedding. I hung out from 1 until 8:30, 8 o'clock with them. And then my boy Frank Grillo and Fabrizio
Frank,
Bianconi.
I love Frank,
Yes,
man.
the best. He's killing it. He's on Tulsa King. Now he's on the
I
third
love
season.
Tulsa King.
Yeah.
The new season comes out, I think, this week.
Yeah, and it's going to be sick. So Frank is,
Frank's one of my
he's
top
killing it.
5 favorite people.
Killing it.
Love him.
Yeah, and he's the best. So me and I'd invite you, but I know you won't make the drive.
no.
It's me, Frank, and Fabrizio, and we're at Via Veneto. And we had such a laugh and such good food, blah, 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 because Fabrizio's in town.
Sure.
Blah, blah, blah. But my mother says, she goes, it's incredible. I come here, I spend $1,000 to come here, and you're going to dinner. And I was like, but you go to bed. I thought you were going to bed, as usual.
gonna stay
She goes,
up
I'm
for
not. I'm staying up. So I felt bad. And then she
you
told a
should.
story to my wife. She goes, it's always par for the course. We take an Uber. I take an Uber with him so I can spend time with him. And he's talking to the Uber driver the whole time about exercise and nutrition and ignoring me. And I felt so bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't realize I do that.
Yeah.
And my wife said, "Oh yeah, Brian will always choose an Uber driver over you,
Yeah.
over family." And I'm like,
yeah.
damn.
It doesn't make you a bad person. That's just your personality.
Yeah, but that's not
could tell you
good.
that.
I don't know.
It's just that's you, dude.
Well, no, it's not.
It's all good, but
me.
you're old enough where you can make
I
this
just get-
change.
Yeah. Yeah. But you're not any different. Like, we have to
Yeah, I am.
talk. No,
Yeah,
but I
no,
mean,
I'm different.
I'm saying, like, there's a limit to what you can talk about. That's all. You zone out real quick, dude.
No, not if I'm interested.
No, I know. If you're interested, it's got to be something you're interested in.
Yeah, but my I have a good relationship with my dad and mom. They know what I'm interested in. I
Yeah.
know what they're interested in. So we have a lot, especially because I don't see. You probably see your mom when I see my mom.
Yeah.
So when we see each other, there's so much to catch up
Yeah.
on.
But by the way, I spent all day with my mom, so it's a little bit over. I spent all day with her and everybody. I spent from 1 until 8 straight.
Yeah,
That's a lot of time.
yeah, it's a lot.
And not on my phone, but focused with everybody.
You could have with gone dinner though. Piece of shit. You could with. She flew from fucking
Man,
Utah, right?
you're not going to give me even,
Nah, I get it.
I don't get a pass her.
Yeah, I get it. I get it, dude.
I just wanted to see, I don't get to hang out anymore. I never get to hang
know.
out.
Never. Well,
So if
I
I
was
get that
doing a
one
podcast
shot-
with Josh Thompson and Big John, and they were talking about finding like, do you miss it? And I was like, I miss the hang. I don't miss competing.
hang.
I miss the hang with the boys all the time. Like you all have a similar goal. I miss that. Other than that, I don't miss it.
Well, you, like me,
But I fucked up
when
this
you have
week.
kids, I
fucked up-
forget that
that's
the world
a-
exists.
Oh,
I'm
dude.
spending all
When
my
you
time.
you texted me last night real quiet, my girl was like, I was like, well, yeah. I mean, Tiger had a doubleheader back to back. We got there 8:30 a.m. We didn't leave till 3, and then his buddy on the team had a birthday party. I got home at 6.
This is my brother-in-law
So I was like, all right.
with soccer.
I fucked up. I
always
fucked up
gone.
though. I have to apologize to Tiger because I don't sit with the other dads and moms behind the, like around the dugout or behind where the batters hit. Because I yell, I'm too passionate and I get excited. So, I don't want to put more pressure on Tiger when he sees me. And the ump was like making bad calls and I was getting flustered. And then Tiger made a mistake and I just yelled out, "Fuck!" Dude, I didn't mean to. That's why I don't sit there.
Yeah.
And then Tiger even turned around. He's playing catch. He turned around. Then everyone was looking at me. I was like, I was like, oh man.
Yeah, you're becoming a trophy dad without even realizing.
It was even true. No, it's just I was just I was
mad.
just aggravated.
I watched my sister.
but I just looked at and Joe was like, dude. I was like, I know, and I looked at the parents. I went, my bad. I even looked at the coach. I was like, that's on me. I'm gonna go over here. That's why I can't have nice things. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna be in left field. That's why I don't sit with anybody. I was so mad. And then I apologized to Tiger. I was like, dude, that's on me. I embarrassed you. I'm so sorry. He was like, oh, it's okay. I could tell he was like kind of embarrassed.
Yeah.
And yaks one. And I was like, dude, you know my favorite part of the day? I completely fucked you mentally, dude. Like your dad doing that's not good. And you were able to put it to the side and still perform.
So good.
You could tell he was a little embarrassed.
I ended up,
fuck.
I literally did the most innocent thing. My daughter's playing tennis. I'm at a tournament. The ball is out. The girl calls it in. And I go, that was out. And I got my ex and the other, they were like, you can't do that. You don't do that. You're not allowed to do that. You can't talk.
You just said it's out?
You can't do that. You cannot do
or
that.
were you mad?
Yeah, I was mad. I was like, that's out. What are we talking about? And I got
It's
lambasted.
tough. I
I'm
know
like,
it's
come
tough.
on. Also,
It's
it's
tough.
tennis. Everybody calm
The
down.
made me laugh though. He made a mistake. This ball, something happened. It was foul. He thought it was gonna be a foul. He called a dead ball. He called the play dead, but we scored. And he's like, no. I called it. I made a mistake. I thought it was gonna go foul. It didn't, but I called it dead. The runners got to go back, and he took like 3 runs off the board, and we lost by like 4. He's like, so we got to go back, and I'm right there sitting there. And our coach's like, dude. You can't do that. And he's like, yeah, I made a mistake. He goes, no, I don't care, man. It's the game of baseball. Like, that's a live ball. You called it foul. You knew it was live. And he goes, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. I made a mistake. Won't happen again.
Oh,
And
dude.
the coach goes,
Wait, so he called it foul, but it was a live ball.
yeah. And so we scored 3 runs. And he's like, yeah, they got to go back. I made a mistake.
Oh, because it was a foul. He said it's actually
he's
foul.
like, I shouldn't do that. And then the coach's
you
like,
can't
well, you
do-
took
that's
3 runs
stupid.
from us. This is my favorite. But this is where I was like, oh, respect. And you could tell the ref, he's tatted, right? Just some dude like my age. And he's like, I know, I made a mistake. And they keep like bickering at him. He goes, all right, fill out a form and put a complaint in the box. I went, Dude, you won me over. You got me, dude. You win.
Fill out.
I went, oh, I like this
Yeah.
guy. He goes, all right, enough. I made a mistake. Fill out a form and put it in the complaint box. I went, oh, man. Good for you, dude.
guy.
Yeah.
That's part
He goes,
of.
look, get back to you.
By the way, that's part of what's great about sports. You learn that that's life sometimes. Sometimes shit happens where you're like, it just doesn't go your way. Somebody else is fucking saying
My
something.
thing, and I'll find myself like being upset. I'll have some things to say, and then I check myself. I'm like, they're 8.
They're 8.
Who gives a shit?
Right. Correct.
And then I posted this thing on my Instagram. You can bring it up, Chin. This guy goes, what's it? You know, he's talking about winning and losing. He goes, anybody tells you that it's just for fun and win doesn't matter. If your dad tells you that, he's a loser. So I posted that, right? Because everyone's like, yeah, it's not about winning, which drives me a little nuts. I'm like, sports is about winning, but it's also about having fun. So the guy that somehow, we have a mutual friend, he's in a group text. The guy who did this, you play it, and then I'll tell you the story, Jen.
This is the one, right?
Yeah. Turn it
You know
up.
this guy?
Yeah. Oh, no, I don't know him, but I do now.
People in this world. There's winners and there's losers. They said, oh, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, just as long as you have fun. Well, I hate to say it, your dad's a loser. There's 2 types.
Hate to say that. So yes and no, right? Because I posted that because there's a common theme, especially around travel ball, where it's like it's not about winning and losing. It's just about getting better, having fun. Yes, they're right. There's that. I just don't want my son to just accept losing. Like the goal is to win,
look.
but also if you're not heading the winning direction, we got a problem. However, this guy got in contact with me. He was like, dude, I've been a coach for like 20 years. That it is about fun. He's like, it can't be just about winning. And he goes, I've talked to numerous travel ball dads. The number one thing they all say is, I wish we didn't care so much and get caught up on the winning and losing and just enjoyed the journey, because when it's over, it's over.
Yeah.
Brian, let's take a little break, man. Dude, because not just the leaves turning gold this Saturday. There's a lot of gold on the line at UFC 307 in Salt Lake City, and you will be there, dude.
I'll be there.
So you should watch it cage side using Rogan tickets and bet on it with DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the UFC. You got Cleo Roundtree, you got Alex, you got the women's bantamweight titles. They're both up for grabs in this stacked night in Utah. And if you're new to DraftKings, listen up. New customers bet $5 to get $200 bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Use the code FIGHTER. That's code FIGHTER for new customers to get $200 bonus bets when we bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Do you have a gambling problem, guys? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY, or just go ahead and text HOPE-NY to 467-369. If you're in Connecticut, help is also available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777, or just go ahead and visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus, age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/MMA.
Yeah, he's right. It's just that you should be trying to win.
Every time.
And I think when you have that mindset, you are going to have more fun when you're winning,
So
and you learn.
winning's
more.
fun, yeah.
And also when you reach to win, when you reach to hit the mark, right? You're going to get the most out of yourself.
Yeah,
If
the
you're
goal
going
should
out
be
there,
to
if
the
you-
goal should be to win.
I don't think you get anything
And
out of-
if you learned as you're trying to win and whatever, you made some mistakes and you lost, all right, okay, cool, you learned. Did you have fun? Right?
I've never done anything in my fucking life, whether it was acting or wrestling or fucking stand up, where I wasn't trying to be better than everybody in a way, or like just at least be the person people are talking about.
Yeah, that
as
message
opposed
is
to
tough
the
because they are 8, so you want them to have fun, but it's also like winning's fun, and
I know,
you
but-
just don't want them to get in a losing mentality,
Right.
where they're like, it's not a big deal. I'm like, it is
No,
though.
it
We put a
is.
lot of time into this.
Also,
And you just want to make yourself proud.
what do you get out of that? Like,
Yeah.
what you get out of stretching and trying to win, it doesn't mean that when you lose that your whole day's ruined and everything's terrible.
No.
It
Or you
means
suck,
you live
yeah.
to fight another day.
Yeah.
But you want to fight another day in a direction, in a very specific direction. The problem with saying that it's just for fun is there's no direction. Your direction should be to win
every time?
Right. And that is a value you take with you in your life. The whole point, most of those kids are not going to play professional.
I think that message is more for parents because a lot of the dads will get so upset because we're not winning all the games.
Yeah.
And it's like, hold on, dude.
No, you're right. You're right.
You got to give them some time to get better. And then in 2 years, if they're still losing by fucking 25 runs, then you got a problem. But right now, as long as they're learning the game, having fun, competing, and trying to win, if they lose, it's all good. Now, if they lose every game, that's coaching, right? So,
but everything is that way.
Line.
Like my son and I, we go over moves. Like he'll learn moves in jiu-jitsu, and then we go over them, so that they become second nature. So my son's become like quite the triangle expert because he's got really long legs. And in the beginning, he was getting tapped and losing all the time, and I was like, look, dude, that doesn't matter. What we do is every single day we increment. Now he's catching everybody with these triangles. Now we're going to move to armbar. But like, you're trying to win. You're always trying.
Yeah.
You know? So, but I agree that
but the parents can't get caught up in the, like, oh, this program, I'm going to jump over here. I'm like, no, chill out. Whatever problem you have at this travel ball team, you're going to carry that problem over here.
Yes. And by the way, how many kids who are in travel ball actually make it to the major leagues?
Not many.
Not many.
But yeah, the dads, if you talk to any dad who's gone through the travel ball, they're like, dude, I'm telling you, don't get caught up in wins and losses. Make sure you celebrate the wins, you know, and it's all about the journey.
Yeah.
So when you lose 26-1, you're like, oh man, this journey's tough.
But when you have an adult on the other team.
They won yesterday though.
Yeah.
They came back.
Good.
Well, it's like
He
you
didn't have a
said.
great game.
It's all right.
He went 2 for 3 in the same game, hit 2 bombs, but his pitching was a little off. I'm like, oh man. That's probably why I yelled at the ref.
Yeah. So he's 8. Remind yourself.
Oh, I did. Well, that's why I can't sit with the parents.
Yeah.
Well, remember what you said, B? It's like when T was like, if I play well, can we go to Shake Shack? And you were like,
As long as you put your effort
as
in.
long as you were out hustling.
That's all I care about.
That's all you care about,
That's
right?
all I care about.
If you lose, but you know you out hustled everyone.
We're good. Yep. Baseball's
team
pretty
sport.
individual too. Baseball, that's the thing about baseball, pretty individual.
Are you a Chargers fan?
I am a Chargers fan.
That's
Why
our
do you
team.
want to bring it up again? I told you in that group text, if they lose, I'm blaming you.
So Naj, you're not a baseball fan.
I'm not a huge baseball fan.
Man, it's fun when you get into it though. I never grew I like the Cubs growing up, but especially now October's here, like playoff ball, it's great, man. Like I'll take Tiger and Bossy to the wild card game in San Diego on Thursday.
Yeah.
Well, I'm an Angels fan, so that's why I'm not a big
What happened with the
baseball
Bills?
Terrible.
They looked so damn good, and then they got slaughtered. What
Any
happened?
given Sunday.
NFL.
That's all I can explain.
That's it.
NFL.
Really?
Think about my Broncos.
Oh.
2-2.
Well, your coach needs to stop wearing a visor and be an adult.
You get caught up on this visor. He's one of the
I
greatest
hate it.
coaches ever.
You say that, but a lot of people don't agree with you.
Well,
He's
of
a
course.
bit of a cheater.
You're not cheating, you're not trying, especially at the pro level. And what's Belichick?
Oh, no, he's the worst cheater of all time.
But he's also the greatest coach of all time.
Yeah. I mean, my issue with Sean Payton is just I didn't like the way he was treating Russell Wilson. It's just not a good look.
Oh, Russell's a bitch. You
But
can't
it's
take
not a
Russell's
good
side. Oh,
look.
he's such a bitch. You know the stories about Russell at that
No.
Oh my God, dude. Had his own parking spot, for his wife, didn't watch film with the team, would have his own room. Like he was a complete disaster. I got a close friend who was a coach on that team. He was a disaster.
Yeah.
Worst leader that you've ever seen.
Really?
Complete diva.
That sucks.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Got paid all the money, would outcast himself from the team. So all of them were like, fuck this dude.
that.
And they started playing bad. They're like, hold up. We have to park all the way back here so your wife can park here? You ain't even playing well,
That's
homeboy.
crazy.
Yeah.
And-
well, that's why Payton came in and was like, this is over. You're back in with the rest of the quarterbacks. You're just another guy. That's why he left.
Really?
Yeah.
Where is he now? Signed a
Pittsburgh,
huge
injured. No, he signed a horrible contract.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, it's league minimum just to play with the Steelers.
I thought he signed
And
a,
Justin
but before
Fields.
that he signed a huge
With the Broncos, he signed a big contract.
Okay, so-
worst, one of the worst deals they've ever signed.
and they kicked him out of there.
Yeah, they let him go to Pittsburgh.
And now he's injured.
He's injured, and Justin Fields is starting, playing pretty well.
Wow. Yeah, that's what happens, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm so glad you got to see Justin Herbert, though.
Jaden Daniels is like, I don't know what it is about that guy. I'm talking about him a lot, but the way he throws that ball,
The
it
deep
looks like
ball.
he's doing this. Look, like it looks like he's so strong. Or
That's what he
something.
did
just
at
goes,
LSU.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah,
stud.
like it's so crazy.
Yeah, Washington got one there.
Damn, bro. Skinny, but he must be strong like an ant. I don't know. I was so impressed. Speed, everything.
Yeah, you know he won the Heisman, right? Like stud.
Okay. I don't know anything about that. I'm what?
Yeah, he's not.
I watched him twice.
He's not some 7th round pick.
I watched him twice. I'm like, oh my God, he's
No,
good.
he was the
Playing
number
against
2
Joe Burrow.
pick in the draft.
Oh.
Caleb Williams is number 1. He's number 2.
So
he won
now
the
I'm like-
Heisman from LSU, dude.
So here I am, like, this guy's really good, thinking I found somebody.
Oh no.
I just thought I found.
rookie starting.
I literally just thought I found some guy nobody's talking about.
Oh no. He's a big deal, man.
Fuck.
Yeah, number 2 draft.
So good.
Yeah, pretty good.
I got most of my pick'ems right yesterday. The Broncos Jets one I did not get though.
What was the score? 10-9.
10-9.
My boy Rogers did not play. I mean, no touchdowns is rare for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said, I watched some of that where the Saleh, the coach, said there's a cadence problem where Aaron Rodgers
What'd
is
you
so
call him?
good. Saleh, the head
Robert
coach.
Saleh.
Well, Saleh is the way you say it in
Stop it,
Lebanese.
Brian.
He's Lebanese. I think he's Lebanese or Iraqi.
American.
Saleh.
You say it solid.
But he speaks Arabic fluently. And he's a big boy, but he was saying that Aaron Rodgers is right now too experienced and too good for his team. Essentially, that would be the idea. That was the implication.
They'll get it. It's early. Right now, there's no like outstanding team.
Yeah.
Like even the Chiefs on the field, they're not outstanding. It's
What's
early.
going on with the fucking with the Eagles?
Hey, you're a football guy now, huh?
I
It's
love
kind of
it.
annoying.
I know it is.
I love it.
Hey, Jaden
Hey,
Daniels.
I got this underdog pick, Jaden Daniels. Keep
Won
an
the
eye on
Heisman.
him.
won the
Number 2
Heisman.
pick in the draft. He's been all the hype, dude.
God damn it. So good.
He's pretty good. He has ways to go. He has some promise though.
Well, ain't that the NFL until they figure you out, right? Who knows?
Well, we'll see.
But I'll tell you, watching your boy
Herbert.
Mahomes, like he just gets it done. He just gets it done. He does whatever he has to.
If he stays healthy, like Brendan says, I mean,
He's already in the conversation.
I give the Chargers 3 years, and they'll be a Super Bowl contending team.
They could be, yeah, if they get the right tools around him. Herbert has nothing.
No.
They lost Eckler, who's a Colorado boy.
Tonight's Titans, Dolphins, and then Seahawks, Lions.
Dolphins.
I
Garbage.
have Tyreek Hill on my fantasy team. I don't know what's happening anymore, Brendan. Like,
I don't really watch NFL. I see the highlights. I don't get
the
into
Dolphins
it.
have their third string quarterback or something, right?
I like college.
Yeah.
Love
I don't
it.
watch any college.
CU Buffs
I
dominated.
can't get involved in college.
College.
I don't have the background.
You don't have the background in NFL either, Bubba.
Well, I did watch a lot of NFL football back in the day, like to the
Yeah.
point where I got, like direct TV, because I did get obsessed with it for about 7 years, where I watched nothing but all the time. I just loved it. I love the game.
No, yeah. it's a
I
good
love
game.
watching. I don't know the game, though. Like in those 7 years, I don't know. Like, when I see Chris Collinsworth who can isolate and he goes, yeah, I think that's holding, or
Yeah.
he sees shit I would never see. I'm only looking at the ball. I don't know anything about the strategy. I don't, You can watch
All right.
football like I do, and you're not going to know anything.
Did you watch any of the UFC?
Yeah, I watched all his fights.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I watched all his fights.
Our boy Saint Denis got.
Yeah, man, he got caught and he got just pounded.
He didn't get caught. That first round was 10-8.
Yeah,
you
he
don't
got,
get caught
he got wrapped
10-8.
up and he just got boom, boom,
He didn't
boom.
get caught, though. He got his ass whooped.
Right.
But then he won the second round, but then it was too much.
Moicano's got that fucking shoulder thing, huh?
Yeah, impressive.
That Imavov guy is. I was really thinking that maybe Brennan Allen would be. I don't know.
The first round, he looked good. Brendan Allen
Yeah.
seemed a little off.
Again,
Then he couldn't get him down the second and third.
I don't know what he
the
was
game
doing.
plan was horrible.
he was diving in, grabbing on the
I
leg,
know.
and staying there.
I know, it's horrible.
Like, I don't know what you're doing.
I love Brendan.
Made no sense. He looks like he's an athlete. He gets better and better, but I just didn't see
Brendan's a
it.
stud.
But it was almost like, why are you not standing and banging? Now Imavov is fucking good on his feet. He had those short
But
punches.
I felt like Brendan was having some success.
Me too.
But clearly, the takedown was in the
I
move.
don't
It's
get it.
frustrating. You got UFC 307 this weekend, Bubba, in Salt Lake City.
Yes, I'm going.
Are you going to go?
Going.
You're not on the road?
Nope.
That's nice.
I'm gonna go play golf with my dad, and I'm gonna go see Joe Rogan.
You're going to play golf with your dad, but talk to the caddy, not your dad?
No, I'll talk to my dad.
Okay.
We fuck with each other all the time, but this is gonna be a good one. Pereira, Khalil Roundtree. I'm excited.
Kayla Harrison, I'm excited for her.
Oh boy. Yep.
Well, I mean, the most intriguing fight on there besides Alex and Khalil is Wonder Boy and Joaquin Buckley.
Mm-hmm.
And that's on the prelims.
Ovin St. Preux fighting again.
Isn't that wild?
It's been a while. Tim Means is another one that's wild.
Court McGee, dude. He's
When was the last
Ultimate
time-
Fighter winner. Court McGee was Ultimate Fighter winner, I think
Crazy.
season 11 or 9. Either one before me or one after
That's
me.
crazy.
Wild.
That's an old.
He's a Utah boy, though.
Yeah.
Home
I
field
think they're
advantage.
playing in the 65 and over, but God bless Tim Means and Court McGee. Jose Aldo's still doing the damn thing. Wow. What a badass. Such a badass.
And then when's that Jake Paul and Tyson? Is it
November, but
is it not in November? Is it not October? I can't believe that's going down.
November 15th.
That doesn't seem real. That's still happening.
All right.
Dude, I told you I went on a deep rabbit hole on P Diddy.
Oh. Do tell.
I was up at 3 a.m.
Do talk, do tell.
Dude, this lady broke it down on TikTok. So they were saying that, my conspiracy was, he won that lawsuit against the alcohol company. She's like, people got it all wrong. The way this kicked off was one of Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Kim Porter, who died, had a tell-all book.
Wife, I think.
His wife.
2 kids.
Yeah, 2 kids, had a tell-all book. She mysteriously dies. But before she died,
right? Yeah.
before she died, another woman who had all these names, all these facts, went to Diddy and was like, I want $30 million.
That was Cassandra.
No, different lady.
Oh.
She was like, I want $30 million or I'm going to release this and print all this. And Diddy's team was like, I'm sure he has lawsuits all the time. People trying to sue him. He's a billionaire,
He
right?
said no, right?
No, he went, oh, good luck. Do your thing. Then they brought it to his lawyers and they went, oh, shit, she has real stuff here. Paid the money. Word got out.
No, it was Cassie. It was Cassie, right?
No, not Cassie.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not Cassie. It's a different lady.
Okay.
Yeah. But so word got out that this lady has all these names, all this evidence, and it was a legit threat, right? So, and they got $30 million. So then a bunch of people come out of the woodworks. A bunch of people are like, hold on, give us money, give us money, give us money. The prosecution team that was representing that girl who wanted the 30 million,
The lawyers.
the lawyers were like, oh no, there's actual shit here. And then their ears went up. They went, hold on, look at all this. This is legit evidence. And that's how the feds got involved. And then that's when they raided his house.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
You can't.
They
get
went.
away
They went
with
through like
crazy
all
shit.
the stuff and all the evidence she had. The prosecution team went, "Oh, let's go after this fucking famous billionaire. There's money here, and there's some real evidence." And that's what started the whole
course.
avalanche.
Once the feds get a hard on for you, and they're like,
You're
"Wait,"
fucked.
but also when you behave that way for that long, you're.
It got. I went down a weird rabbit hole to it. He adopted a little white girl. Do you know this?
No.
Yeah, he was on Instagram Live being like, "Tell us your name." She's like this young girl, white girl. She's like, Daddy found me on the street and blah blah blah.
Oh no.
And she was like this missing girl. It's all weird.
What?
He is adopted little white girl.
What?
Oh, I saw this video. That's the one you're talking about?
Yeah, but it might be bullshit.
Yeah, that's her.
It might
Yeah.
be bullshit, bub.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he joked around saying like, "Oh, I adopted her," like a joke.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And then it just looks like he's
Never had a legally adopted daughter. Yeah, no.
yeah.
No, that's just Tim. A lot of the stuff is going to resurface with all this. It's the question is, what is going to stick with these files or these?
This be a
charges?
weird
It's gonna
joke.
be a
Play that,
lot.
Chin. Play that. Tell me if this is a joke to you.
I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Eva Baroni Combs? Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. But please tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up
So
and
freaking
said to
crazy.
come inside and play with his kids.
Oh.
That's very creepy.
The neighbors have been cutting the grass.
Yeah,
Name's
Everyone,
Ava.
everything all good?
No.
What were you saying though? It's all fake?
I'm not touching.
No,
that
what were you
one.
saying though?
Jesus.
This stuff, man. The media. No.
No, that would be him.
Think about her parents. The fuck?
It's
Parents
creepy
like,
shit.
what the
It's
fuck?
just creepy shit.
Creepy, dude. I watched another one who knows if it's real or not. This black lady, she's like, when I was 15, I was at a Diddy party, me and these other kids. She went into some of the details, what they do at the parties and how she was on the table, and everything's for free game. And there's a bunch of kids. It's weird shit, man.
Well, my thing is this, like,
and she's happy. She's like, I don't want my name out there, but I'm glad they're coming for him. Like, wait till you see what else he's been doing.
I think what's going to happen, I think what's going on, go back to that.
He'll die before.
No, I think
he wants to testify bad.
Oh yeah, like he wants to talk and say his
Snitch.
side.
Diddy. He's like, and the lawyer was like, we don't advise him to, but he's like itching to testify.
Well, when you're that arrogant.
It never works. Arrogance never works in the court of law, ever.
No.
I found this. Cat Williams was apparently bringing him up on one of his stand-ups lately. And if you guys remember, when he was on Club Shay Shay, he specifically named Diddy. He was like, all these people are going to come out. He even said, I have had to turn down $50 million 4 times just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. He says that Diddy asked him a bunch to come to his parties, and he would just say no because he already knew what was happening there.
I mean, I think it's going to be very interesting to see what's going on right now with the people in that inner circle that are probably trying to pay off everybody.
Big names.
You know what I mean? But there are people.
Some people can get paid too.
Some people getting
but it
paid
doesn't
to
matter.
keep their mouth shut.
It doesn't matter. If they have the evidence, they have the tape.
My philosophy on the Epstein files is some of the most powerful, richest people in the world, like Bill Gates, were like, find out who they
100%.
are, and here's $30 million to shut the fuck
100%.
up, and you just go away.
Oh, and
That's what's
shut
happening.
my little mouth.
Oh,
30
yeah.
mil?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you shut up. Yeah.
You know what? I'm just going to quit talking right now.
Yeah.
I know I don't have the money yet. I'm going to show you how
That's
good
right.
of a boy I am.
Yeah. I'll just be quiet.
30
now.
mil? See ya.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop talking right now.
Yeah. That's what you do. So
That Diddy stuff's interesting.
it
And
is.
especially with the Bieber.
What do you think?
He took
What do you think
Bieber under-
happens?
I think he dies before we see anything. I think they're going to off him just like Epstein.
They're gonna off him.
Yeah.
Who's gonna off him? He's in jail.
Yeah. So is Epstein.
Yeah. He's in the same jail as like a lot of mobsters and R. Kelly and stuff.
Is that
I think he goes down like R. Kelly,
No.
racketeering charges and stuff like that.
No, I think they off him. Before he
Who's
starts
like? You
squealing.
mean some of the criminal elements?
No, I think the powers that be and make sure he doesn't talk.
But oh yeah,
Just like Epstein. And they'll be like, oh, he committed suicide. And we're obviously our ears
they may
are
not
gonna be up.
need that though. They already have so
They
many
do.
witnesses.
Yeah, but if he's like, okay, cool, you have all these witnesses, check this out. This person, this
Yeah.
politician. Look at the mayor of New York already. Federal charges. Like, you're dealing with some shady shit, dude.
Yeah, and you're also in jail with no bail, and you're there, and that's gonna suck.
They'll off him before he
He's-
starts singing.
You think?
Oh, guarantee it. Under
You don't think they use him to get more names?
No.
I don't think
Names
they-
for what?
Informant?
There's too many powerful people. All liberals, all Democrats. No way.
I don't think.
Same thing with Epstein.
You think Epstein's dead?
Yes.
Yes. They killed him for sure. Yeah. He has too many powerful names.
I
They
would
only get
say-
out
I
there.
would
It's
say-
way too powerful.
I would say Epstein was killed because he had such ties to the intelligence circles. I don't know though. Diddy just has ties to Hollywood.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think he's really close with Obama's. He has a lot of power, man. A lot of power. And he wants to sing like a bird. I'm like, oh, this is easy.
Well, no, the
There's
people
no-
like
'cause-
Jay-Z or some of those guys who have connections. That's
Sure. But
that's-
you talk about I'm sure politicians too. Politicians, powerful guys like Jay-Z, all this shit, it's wild. Apparently, Jay-Z is supposed to be like the main guy, everyone says. Like he's the main ringleader, yeah.
I've heard some things
Yeah, who knows?
because those guys.
And then
Those guys were running the show
Then you know
when-
Diddy took, what do they call it, parental ownership of Usher when he was a kid, and then he did the same thing to Bieber. That's weird.
Well, have you heard? Bieber sings about some weird shit.
Oh yeah, he's all religious now, and it's bad for Bieber. You feel bad. You're like, oh, Bieber's a victim.
Oh yeah,
That little talented dude was a victim.
he can sing.
And then Hollywood, there's all those videos like people kiss him on the mouth, and he was on interviews asked about his sex life. He's like, I'm 15, dude. He's like, my mom's right there.
Yeah.
And celebrities constantly grabbing his ass and kiss him. He's like 15. And everyone was just like, yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck is going on, man?
I don't know.
Why do rich, famous people like kids? Why
What's
is that?
that?
How's that a thing? What the fuck is wrong with them? How's that a thing?
I don't know that. I don't know that that's. I think you just hear about it. I think there are people like kids from all over the planet. You know, pedophilia. Is
Just the
something
powerful
like,
ones can have access to it.
Sure. But you know, this has been going on in usually anywhere there are kids, you're going to find people who hang around like so. Oh,
advantage
you
of it.
manage boy bands, you know.
Yeah. Oh,
Some
yeah,
people
you're
are in
right.
it for the money,
Yeah,
but
you're right.
there's going to be people that are just drawn to that.
Who's in it for the money and winner? Yeah.
Oh, you're a camp counselor.
It's all dark. Yeah. Oh, Boy Scout.
A lot of great people, but also some people that aren't.
Church.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon.
Well, we know that. That's what happened. The church became, the Catholic Church became a place
Breeding ground.
where pedophiles said, I can become a priest and molest children free of any oversight.
And they'll cover it up.
And
and
what
just move
the
them
Catholic
along.
Church has never fucking answered for is taking account of all that. Moving those predators from parish to parish.
Yep.
Fuck, you know.
Yep. It's all dark.
Yep.
Get us out of this conversation, Jim.
Did you guys watch the Vince McMahon documentary?
I saw
did not.
parts of it.
I watched the whole thing.
The heart stuff's tough.
Yeah, anytime like Bret Hart brings up Owen, it's just sad.
Do you
but-
know Owen fell from the
Yeah.
fell and died? And then Vince McMahon carried on with the show.
Yeah.
Did
I
you
get
hear
that.
his reason? He was like, the fans didn't really know what's going on. They paid money to be there. They didn't know.
He said because the lights were out when
The
he
show,
fell.
the show goes on. The show goes on.
That's what Vince
Dude.
was saying.
You don't stop it. The show goes on. And then later on, you deal with it. But right now, you got a whole arena full of people. The show must go on.
The wrestlers
get that
don't.
person
The
to the
wrestlers don't
hospital?
agree with it
They
because
didn't agree with
they're
it.
like, well, they're wheeling Brett's body out or
And there's
Owen's body
blood.
out, and they're telling as they're pushing him, he's dead. They all know he's dead.
Jesus.
As they're pushing him, like, you're up, dude, get out there, and they're
Jesus.
like, fuck this.
Jesus.
And
Oh.
that's it's
Yeah.
rough. And then Bret
didn't know
Hart,
that.
who I love, Bret Hart.
God.
He had so much animosity, and he was suing Vince McMahon in the WWE. And then they did an investigation. They went up to Bret and like, hey man, it was faulty. Like the harness he was wearing, there was no foul play here. So he said, once I found that out, I'm okay.
Yeah, it's
now.
an accident.
Brett definitely
Terrible
thought that,
accident.
after the Montreal screw job happened, that he was like, even a part of me thought they did it on purpose.
Yep.
So he fell and died right in front of everybody.
There was
lights
blood
were
on the
off.
ring,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
and they kept going.
Let's take a little break, dude. I need auto parts. Like, I need windshield wipers. I need my battery tested. I got a taillight that's broken. Can you help me? Can you help me?
I can't help you because it's electric, so that thing should just run itself into a brick wall. But if you have a regular car, gas engine, you need to go to O'Reilly Auto Parts right now. O'Reilly. They're in the business of keeping your freaking car on the road. O'Reilly Auto Parts offers friendly, helpful service part knowledge you need for all your maintenance and repairs. They legit have thousands of parts and accessories in stock, either in store or online. I need a part. They showed me a store up the street that had it. Within an hour, your boy got it. All right. So whether you're a car expert or a rookie, you'll find the employees at O'Reilly Auto Parts are knowledgeable, helpful, best of all, super friendly. Professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts are a one-stop shop for all things auto do-it-yourself. You can find what you need in store or online. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today. Visit them at O'ReillyAuto.com/fighter. That's O'ReillyAuto.com/fighter.
Look, man, Progressive. Listen, if you want really good car insurance, auto insurance, all right, you can do something called Enter the Name Your Price tool from Progressive.
I just went through this. It's so
Yep.
freaking easy. The Name Your Price tool puts you in charge of your auto insurance, working just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay every month for your car insurance. They'll show you a variety of coverages that fit within your budget. They give you options.
And by the way, 28 million drivers trust Progressive. What does
Yep.
that tell you? Name your price tool for yourself. Join the community.
That's right. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates, price and coverage match limited by state law. Progressive.
What I found
Yeah,
super
that's-
interesting about the documentary is Vince just fully admits, like, I'm a cheater.
Yeah.
That's how I do, and that's how I get ahead in life, and I'm always going to do that.
Brett-
But then when people do it to him, he loses his mind.
Wait, what happened with that?
He's just cheated the whole time.
Who?
Vince McMahon.
Vince. He admits, yeah.
Like cheated in what sense?
Like when wrestling first started, there were territories. Like WWF was up here.
fucked
this was
a
up
lot of,
here.
like,
He went into
businesses
other
over.
territories. He took talent from other people. Like he just always cheated.
He would say, oh, I'm not doing this. They would do that.
It's interesting
to
when
get
people
upper
do
hand.
that.
They're sharks.
Yeah, and then, but then the world, you get found out. I think what happens is when you cheat like that, when you're that kind of person,
Karma.
you get, well, it's something else. You get a God complex because you think you deserve.
Untouchable.
Yeah, you would think that the rules don't apply to you. You think you're one of God's favorites. And what happens is when you behave that way in every aspect of your life. And when you behave that way in every aspect of your life, that's when you start to hear these weird, freaky things. You're using people. You're lying all the time.
You're shitting on girls.
You're doing all that shit. Yeah. And now that's what happens. And that's your legacy. This Steve Wynn, same thing with the whole Me Too thing.
Yeah.
Steve Wynn was like, if you look at the number of women that came out.
He didn't see that
like,
coming.
You're like, hey, man.
He's blind. That was the reference.
Yeah.
That was a joke.
Yeah. But we know people who had experiences with that where they're like, watch out for that guy.
Oh, yeah.
And when you behave a certain way, I think, I don't know, you're not going to get away with it ultimately.
Especially now.
I keep thinking about, like Jordan Peterson talking about, when your house is built with bad wood, or when there are parts of you as you get older, if you want to become a realized human being, you have to burn off. Mm-hmm. And it might be sometimes you have to burn 90% of yourself off, and it's going to suck. It was that expression, God's fire feels like hell, but that's what you have to do to rebuild, so. But when you don't want that to happen when you're 90.
Age, yeah, there's no rebuild.
How old is he? 80?
70-something, but a hard 70.
A hard 70.
Hard 70.
In shape for a long time, right?
79.
79. Jacked. Still doing it.
Not anymore.
No, he's out now.
I mean, if you guys remember when the first allegation came out in 2022, that day he opened Monday Night Raw. All his attorneys were like, do not go in front of the camera. And he was like, forget it. I'm going to open Monday Night Raw tonight. And then after TKO, it became the TKO group, that's when the majority stakeholders were like, you're done. You need to leave.
Yeah, he's a savage.
He's a savage. And good at what he did. Good. Yeah. Sense of humor. Really good, But
yeah, you wouldn't want to be his business partner, have him dating your daughter.
No, got a little carried away with some shit.
I guess he even tried to pitch, like his whole thing was always about everything is for the show. He tried to pitch a storyline and he goes, Stephanie, my daughter, she's, whatever you want, Dad, I'll do whatever you want. And he goes, she didn't really like the storyline. It was going to be that I impregnated her and that she was going to have my baby. And that's where Stephanie drew the line. And it's like, wait, what?
Whatever. Because to get that level, you got to be a little bit insane. To do what he did, I know. To him, he's like, no, it's for the show. It's not real. It's just for the show. It's like, dude, Bubba, that's a terrible look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. I didn't watch the documentary. Even I felt the Mendez brothers one after like the fourth episode. I'm like, all right.
I watched that Will Ferrell one.
Was it good?
I lost my interest after a while. A little slow moving.
I have no desire to watch that.
Yeah, it was like I was like, it's like
it's like my friends coming out, blah blah blah.
It'd be like me coming out in a way. You'd be like, what?
There'd be no show. I'd be like, yeah, no shit. But
if I was 60.
I'd be like, yeah, I'm not doing a show on that. Wait, drive from California to Florida so Brian can find his gayness?
Yeah,
no.
This is my transness.
No, just stay here and I'll talk to him and film it.
You see his daughters and they're like, yeah, it's a little weird because you were my masculine role model and hero and the only one I had, and now that's not really
I just don't like I'm coming out, let's get a film crew together and do this. I'm like, I don't like that.
Yeah. Well, I think they
just come out and do your thing.
Yeah, well, they're very funny. Like he's still very funny.
Oh,
Will's so
great.
funny.
Yeah.
You didn't know about not Will? No, not Will.
Oh, so what the fuck?
His best friend, who was one of the head writers on SNL.
Yeah,
I thought you were saying Will Ferrell was gay. I was like, what the fuck?
No. So Will Ferrell's one of the head writer on SNL.
Super talented.
Yeah, great writer. And he just at 60 something said, I'm done with this. I'm a woman.
Could you have done it sooner?
Now here's my analogy, and tell me what you think. My whole life, I will never be truly happy because I'm not very muscular and 6'2" plus with a full head of hair. I want that. I probably think about it a lot. When I go work out, I think about that. I will always be compensating for not that. Okay, so that's deep in me. If you said, Brian, we can get you there. We're gonna have to get you under the knife.
Hurt.
It's gonna hurt, but it's gonna look real great, and you're gonna look like you. I would be like, I'll do that. Maybe I will do that. Yeah, that's who I've always felt I was my whole life. I've always wanted to be this. I want to look like who's the quarterback from the fucking Chargers?
Justin Herbert.
I want to look like him. Pick one of those guys. I want to look like that guy. Okay, cool, Brian. That's always been Justin Herbert. I'd like to look like I'd like.
Stud.
He's got great hair. He's probably how tall is he? Look at him. Look at that fucking hair.
6'6"?
Come on, this kid's a stud. So okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. Plus quarterback hair in my eyes. I can throw ropes.
I can't.
And shoot ropes.
He's a Pisces.
6'6". Jesus Christ. Okay, but it ain't gonna happen. And so when you start talking about how you feel, and you've always felt that way, and I understand it's a big difference between being a woman and a man, but is it the same though? Is it just the same? Like we all want to look different. We all want to be different. Brendan feels like a fat kid.
No, those days are over.
I know. Yeah, I don't know. But
I swear, at 60 though, to enjoy the next 10 years.
you know what I mean?
It's a weird time.
Yeah, like
If you're gonna be Justin Herbert, you could do that. All right, you got 10 years of this, bud.
yeah. Like all right.
I don't know. You know what? Whatever makes him happy, I don't give a fuck.
I don't either.
I don't need to watch a show on it either. Dude, go live your best
But he was
life.
saying, he was like, yeah, I get nervous being around the bros and I don't know how they're going to respond. Well, sorry. Yeah, it's a little weird. You'll like this.
That's
So I
also
watched it.
normal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, that's what happens, Bob. Like, you got electrolysis, you did all this stuff. That's what's going to happen.
ready to catch these jokes
It's a
about
little
your
bit
dick.
confusing.
Yeah.
It's a little confusing for us. And Will Ferrell, to his credit, it's a little confusing to him. Great guy, such a sweetheart about it. But one of the things that they met the governor of Indiana at the basketball game.
Why?
And then they find out that the governor of Indiana opposes gender affirming care for minors. So do I, because I think it's child abuse. And they're like, I wish I'd known that. I wouldn't have, It's like, hey, dude, there's a big difference. Like, you're an adult, you're 63, you want to do that to your body, no problem. I'm just not, I don't want a
Want kids
14-year-old,
to
I
do
want an
it?
8-year-old.
Yeah.
Fuck you. So I know I'm being really bad about that. Yeah, okay, go fuck yourself.
No, the thing has agendas all over it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm out.
Now,
Also, Batista's like, Kamala, you vote for Kamala. I'm like, dude, I know you're in Hollywood,
That's
dude.
Batista.
Yeah, god damn it, dude.
Yeah.
You're such a cock.
They're so annoying. They
You're
also
so soft.
backed Harrison Biden. How'd that work out?
Yeah, but he has to do it because you're in Hollywood. Name one Hollywood guy who come out and was
Zach
like,
Levi.
Trump. Who?
Zach Levi. Zach Levi said, I'm
Who's
supporting
that?
Trump. He's Shazam. Hey, Sanaz,
See,
you
that's
got
the
a
problem.
choice.
We need
Both
a-
you
we need
guys.
a big boy.
Wait, keep that up there. You got a choice. You can choose Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, or Josh Allen. Who are you choosing?
Oh, based on looks or ability?
No. I mean, looks.
You're saying starting a team?
Looks who? They're all handsome sons of bitches.
Herbert.
You're saying starting a team around? And
Yeah.
I have other assets?
Yeah.
Like an O-line,
Yeah.
running backs, receivers?
Yeah.
Justin Herbert.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Over all those guys.
Yeah, he has dog shit players, and he's a baller.
I think Allen might be the number 2. Not
Josh
Burrow.
Allen's good.
Lawrence is a fucking monster, too,
Yeah.
man. Burrow would be,
Joe
yeah.
Burrow, though, right?
He has monsters. He's not playing very well. Ever since he started dressing like a lesbian.
The bleached hair.
Yeah,
he's
he's
got
having a
that
little bit
bleached hair,
of
but
identity
he's-
crisis. He's still a baller, though. Trevor Lawrence is fucking good. Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, and Herbert be at number 1.
Really?
You give him some tools? Fuck, yeah. He's a beast.
Yeah.
He's a freak athlete.
Did you guys see Jelly Roll opened up the 50th season of SNL on Saturday?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, it was Jelly Roll and Gene Smart.
He's everywhere.
Yeah, but SNL made fun of Trump being assassinated. SNL's
Really?
SNL's lost its way so long ago.
I stopped watching a hot second ago.
I love
Yeah.
that Jelly Roll did it, but nobody.
Jelly's the best.
Somebody was talking about this comic is so funny. He goes, I hear SNL, they're doing Coke again. What kind of Coke is this? Is the Coke that makes you boring as shit? Like at least John Belushi used to run through a fucking wall.
Yeah.
Like, God damn it. You guys are the worst. What kind of blow are you doing? Do better blow. Get funnier.
God, that's wild to make fun of.
I don't watch SNL, so I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make fun of my fellow comedians. That's a shitty thing for me to say because I don't watch you. And so
I saw the skit. They kind of went over it. They poked at Kamala too, but you're right. It's a pretty
I
one-sided.
have nothing against SNL. God bless those guys, and I hope they do well. And I'm not.
You know what I loved is Dana Carvey showed up.
Oh, he's awesome.
And
That's cool.
he's been MIA a little bit after his
yeah.
son. But he showed up, Maya Rudolph,
They're all
Andy
great.
Samberg.
All those guys are great.
But I think Jelly's performance was awesome. What I was bummed about is they didn't use him in any skits.
I know. He'd be
Yeah.
so fun on
He's
there.
so
and he's
funny.
My guess
funny.
is he was probably busy and had to get the fuck out of there.
He's so busy, man.
He's on top of the world.
He's
right
on a
now.
different level now.
Yep.
He's also got a lot of tattoos on his face, so it's hard to kind of like.
That would
Put
be
him in a
funny though.
sketch.
It'd
Yeah.
be funny though.
So good.
What else you got, Jen?
Let me start. I made fun of my SNL the cast. I'm
don't
not
be a
making fun of you guys.
bitch.
I know. I don't like doing that. They're trying hard.
So here's the first one. Tom Brady, even though he's not in the NFL anymore, is still super competitive. He's responding to Baker Mayfield because Baker Mayfield came out and said that when Tom was in the locker room, you know, the whole energy was off and everybody was so stressed all the time. But Baker said, they brought me in and they told me to make football fun again. And I just keep a super lighthearted environment in the locker room.
That's Bubba. This is professional sports. Yeah. We're all there to win fucking games.
Yeah,
this whole thing of just have fun.
No.
Oh, was Tom Brady not a thrill to be around? Yeah, dude, because he's trying to fucking win.
You mean where Kamala Harris has Oprah Winfrey saying we're bringing back joy? Like, go fuck yourself. You don't know anything about how regular people are living. Like, stop with that. You're going to bring back joy? That's what we need?
So Tom said, I thought stressful was not having Super Bowl rings. There was a mindset of a champion that I took to work every day. This wasn't daycare. If I wanted to have fun, I was going to go to Disneyland with my kids. I love it.
That's the difference. You're talking about the greatest to ever do it. Uber competitive. Kobe too. Like, man, he was such an asshole. I'm like, yeah, because all he cared about is winning. Now, I don't know if that's the way to go. You might not have his fun, but their mission
It's only the way to go if you want to be great.
Yeah, there's a darkness with being great.
Yeah. But you're not going to be that much fun to be around, but you're going to win games.
A ton of games.
And that's pretty cool. Michael Jordan wasn't exactly happy with losing.
Ew. Yeah. He beat up Steve Kerr, which at the time, I'm like, how can you do that? Now Steve Kerr is such a Kamala cuck. I'm like, I'm glad he punched him. Yeah. Michael Jordan whipped his ass. Choked him in practice.
This is what I'm going to call the quintessential 90s baby, you guys. So Kurt Cobain's daughter married Tony Hawk's son, and they just had a baby.
Holy shit.
Just think about the genetics on this kid.
We're getting older, man.
Yeah, but it's also Courtney Love's.
Yeah. But
Courtney Love does have great genes, yeah. Good for him.
Yeah.
I love Tony Hawk. She still thinks her mom killed her dad, by the way.
Really?
Oh, yeah. She didn't talk to her forever.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Damn.
I mean, she looks a lot like Kurt Cobain to me.
Yeah, she's been through it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she was a baby.
No, I know, but Courtney Love's your mom.
Oh, yeah. Disaster.
What's Courtney Love doing? Bring up Courtney Love now.
That's fairly recent, right?
Life would kick you in the dick, man.
Oh, yeah.
57.
Well, her and Madonna have the same doctor, right? They look exactly the same. Yeah, that's a murder if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. She, well, I think that he wrote those songs on Hole.
Her band?
Yeah. Apparently he was the one who wrote all those songs. With her, American Skin, was it called?
Forgot.
Yeah. She found her way in.
Celebrity
Skin, yeah. Great. It's a great album. And
she was rocking for a second, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Was she rocking because she was good, or was she rocking because she was Kurt Cobain's?
She was the kind of person, apparently, that she had a list of all the people she wanted to meet. She was very strategic about her rise to Hollywood. She did what she had to do. I met her a couple times. When I was younger, I saw when she was at the height of her thing. It was
she was electrifying.
No, I would say some people are. I've had some experiences with some famous people who I've worked with who.
You're like, wow, how did you climb this?
Because they're literally will walk into a room and eat everything there. Like they're the kind of people, if they eat an apple, they'll eat even the stem. Like if they're in a room and you're doing something with them, it will be all about them beyond what you can imagine. They will bust through. They'll eat the garbage in a trash can if they have to. Like some people have this. Whatever it takes beyond what you can imagine. Like beyond,
they have an agenda,
you can
even
feel
at the
it.
party.
You can feel it behind you. They breathe differently.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, well, they have gills, right?
I mean, there's another somebody I worked with who was that way. Who was an absolute fucking
I went to Kurt Cobain's
vacuum.
house when I was on tour in Seattle. It's airy to be there, man. It's
It's possible
God
Kurt
dang.
Cobain killed himself.
No,
though.
sir.
He
No,
had
sir.
he had heroin
No, sir.
situation. He
No,
had a
sir.
stomach problem.
No.
What do you mean?
No.
He wasn't a depressive.
No, that's fake.
You think she killed him?
The amount of heroin he had in his body would put down an elephant. It would literally be impossible
right?
to inject that much heroin
Really?
and stay not passed out.
Really?
Yeah, there's so much evidence with that. The way the gun, it doesn't make sense. He couldn't reach to do that. What? The way the shotgun fell out, it just
Really?
none of it makes sense. Yeah, it's all shady. You talk to the bandmates, like what? The suicide note, it's a different handwriting. He was writing that note to break up with her, being like, "You're not getting a fucking dime." All this, and she changed it. Yeah, there's been forensic on it where it's a different handwriting at the bottom to make it look like a suicide note, but it was a note to him because they were not on the same.
I didn't watch. You went down that rabbit hole.
Oh yeah, that one's easy. That's like JFK. It's like, come on, that one's a slam dunk. What else you got?
This is a clip I found. I don't know what fight it is, but it literally made me physically ill, and I just wanted to share it again with you guys. Chin, I guess, knows the fight.
Oh,
Oh no, I can't. Ow!
Da história da MMA. Olha o
Oh God damn it! Why, Sanaz, did you have to show
I
that
just
to me?
because I had to go through it.
Sanaz, why do you gotta push that? Why do you, this poor guy's holding onto his head.
that's a 10-8 round.
What is that? What does that mean? All the ligaments in your leg have been torn.
Everything. Have you seen the it's not slap fight, but it's dick slap league? Have you seen this?
What?
What? It's
Don't
a real
Google
thing.
that.
Chin, look it up.
Really?
I'm not even trying to be racist here. It's heavy in the Asian culture. It's a dick slap fight league.
You're hitting each other with your. You're hitting each other. In
Just
the dick.
watch. Just watch. This is a real thing.
It's not fun shit.
There's slap fight, and then there's ultimate dick kicking
kicking, I don't know what that
competition.
is. So sad.
This is real.
Are you going to take it? No? All right, now.
And they are Asian, huh?
All right, we've got the improvement of the technique. Once off the mat. Once. Oh!
Fuck you.
It costs a little bit.
I gotta pee. Let's take a little break because you know what?
Tell me
You
about
can
that
go to
wiener.
if you want to get your wiener game on, Target, you can get prescription drugs that cause all kinds of things like headaches. Your face feels like it's going to get hot and fall
Talking
off.
about those gas station
You
pills.
want the gas station bills. You don't
or
even
the
know what you're getting. You
prescription
can have
stuff.
an erection for 7 hours and they have to go to the hospital and get injections in it.
If only there was a backed by science, all natural
Joy mode
option,
Joy
dude.
mode with vitamin C, Panax, ginseng, arginine, nitrate, L-citrulline. All these things promote what? Nitric oxide production, penile tissue relaxation, and increased drive. Okay?
Basically a pre-workout for sex, but it's healthy for you as well.
It enhances blood flow, promoting good blood flow to the old
Don't let those
wiener.
chimps on that Chimps Crazy Dog get a hold of this stuff.
I'm telling you right now, it's like they're on joy mode. You want to be like a chimp, you got some joy mode. It was created for markets on the it was created sort of as an alternative to the products on the market
Holy
that are
shit.
terrible.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, hey,
delete
listen.
that, Chin.
It was-
Hey, Biden. Holy fuck, dude. Jesus Christ.
Joy mode was created because the products on the market are terrible, and they knew they could do better. That's what it was. I mean, prescriptions come with all sorts of side effects, and the over-the-counter gas station pills are sketchy and fraudulent. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Yep.
Now
So if
listen-
you're ready to spice things up in the bedroom, man,
Yep.
the pre-workout, all natural, without nasty prescription side effects, boy, do we have an offer for you, Fire and the Kid listeners and viewers. Go to tryjoymode.com/fighter, enter the code FIGHTER at checkout for 20% off your order, all right? That's tryjoymode.com/fighter for 20% off your first order. What do you got, Jed?
Here's a good one, guys. A Chinese poop volcano erupted, and it
Oh
went
my
all over people on the street, walking on a
No.
busy street, and a bunch of cars
Hold on,
in
hold on.
China. Think we have a clip?
We'll play it first.
It's just a spray of poo-poo?
That's all. Dude,
What? It's a sewage drain?
yeah. Sewage pipes exploded.
You got to get out of there right now. You got to get away from there right now.
Says it's about over 30 feet high, like Old Faithful.
Yeah, that's a lot of shit.
Oh my God! Why did it
That's
blow
a
up?
giant
A lot of
shit.
gas. Oh,
Oh my God!
Oh, these people are outside too.
Oh, they're about to get covered. It's about to be a bukkake video.
Look at all the shit. Look at all the
It
shit
already
everywhere.
happened, yeah. Gosh.
Just that long turd.
Dude, oh my Lord.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
The people walking on the street are the ones who I feel really bad for.
Why did it happen?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
It says newly laid sewage pipes
It
ruptured.
was a stress test.
Alrighty.
God,
Trump.
that made
Yeah.
me sink in my seat.
Yeah, I feel.
I got a couple of Trump ones for you. So apparently he referred to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris as mentally impaired
Yeah.
at one of his rallies. And he said, Biden became mentally impaired, sad, but lying Kamala Harris, honestly, I believe she was born that way. There's something wrong with Kamala.
He ain't lying.
I guess he's getting a lot of heat for it.
Oh, is he getting heat? I mean, they're gonna try.
Oh,
to
like
kill him again?
yeah, like he hasn't been getting heat.
Yeah. This is light on the spicy scale.
Yeah. And then in addition to
And
that,
they're gonna call it racist that he's saying that, and they're gonna call it misogynist. that he's
She's not
saying
even
that.
black.
That's my problem. When you it's like he would say that about anybody he was against,
Yeah, it doesn't
and
matter.
does.
Yeah.
But now you're saying it's racist, and so any criticism of Kamala Harris, is racist and misogynist.
Yeah, dum-dums just voting because she's a female. You don't vote for the president of the United States based off.
Well,
her-
then I know there's going to be a shock to you,
Gender.
but the New York Times and the New Yorker magazine came out and endorsed Kamala Harris and said that it's patriotic to vote for Kamala Harris.
it'd be unpatriotic.
And I'm because all those people that read the New Yorker and the New York Times. Okay,
Big surprise.
yeah.
What else you got?
so this one was weird. This 43-foot naked statue of Trump started appearing in Vegas over the
What
weekend.
a waste of time.
Yeah, and it doesn't really say who's behind it. It's called Crooked and Obscene, the people who made it. It weighs over 6,000 pounds, and it's a marionette. Just like,
That's pretty wild.
What a waste of time, though, of resources, money, creativity.
Somebody's got money though. There's a lot of money out there for that. There's a lot of people, or families out there that. spend a lot of money on that.
there's better ways to do it if you're a Kamala fan. Like, you think that's gonna push people over to vote against Trump?
I don't know.
No, it's the people already voting or that hate him are like, yeah, like that. Look at that statue. Yeah, I'm not voting on him because he has a great body
Yeah,
or a giant dick. Although he seems like he has a hammer, right?
I would think.
Yeah,
so.
I bet he has a hammer. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
Hammer.
I got a couple more for you. So I go to Disneyland a lot. I see this all the time. People try to sneak their kids in, and like it's clearly like a 7-year-old kid, and they're like, "No, my kid is 2." And if you are under 2, you get in for free.
To be fair, it's so expensive. I can see why parents
Yeah,
do this.
but this
it's
woman-
so expensive.
Okay, but here's the deal. This
It's
woman
outrageous.
has done it apparently like 4 times in a month or 2 months.
Sure.
Where she's sneaking her kids into Disneyland.
Damn, they arrest her.
They arrested her.
Well, yeah, because you're lying and
But she says, like, this clip went
Stealing.
viral. And she says there's another side to the story that she will later talk about on
yeah.
TikTok.
Well, is there?
I don't know.
You did the crime. You got caught.
Oh, and her kids there? That's terrible, man. Nah, there's a better way to do this. You don't arrest her in front of her kids. And the little kids are walking.
They're
No, you don't
crying.
do that. You don't do that. It's fucking Disneyland. Nah, you don't do that in front of the kids. I don't condone that.
I agree.
You could take her. There's other ways you can handle it. She's not a criminal. She's not some criminal that's going to go around shooting people at Disneyland.
I think she should go to jail for a long time.
Brian.
I'm with you, Brian.
Of course you are, Chin.
No,
You don't arrest her in front of the kids. There's better ways to handle that.
Just the way
but she's done that 4 times. She's been on.
the way she's yelling.
Those kids are tiny.
She's yelling in front of the kids. You're hurting me. You're hurting me. Like, just calm down. You're
Yeah,
getting kicked
there's a
out.
better way
Don't
to
make
do
your
that,
kids
too.
more scared.
Correct.
Could please quit coughing?
I know my-
Could the cops just be like, hey, we realize that you've snuck your kids in. We don't want to make a scene. Walk out with us now, so we don't want to scare the kids. Let's go talk outside.
But let me ask you a question, gun to your head. Do you think she would have gone? I think she would have said, no, I'm not. This is bullshit.
I don't know.
It looks like she
did say, no, I'm not going.
She looks like the kind of person that causes a scene with everything. She looks like the kind of person that gets her kids in there. She broke.
See, Trump wasn't racist. You're racist.
She
now.
broke the rules 4 times. And
That's frowned upon. Don't get me wrong.
The mouse will get you.
Oh, the mouse will get you.
And she seems like kind of like, and I also have no respect because she's scaring her children by making a scene.
That's the big one.
Yeah, that
And
sucks too.
That's somebody who's all about herself. So she sucks.
Yeah.
She
So
definitely
you'd say
sucks.
there's a little bit of right and wrong here.
No, I think there's right, which is the cops and Disneyland, and there's wrong, which is her. She said that her kid was 2.
Yeah,
her kid
she's
was
in the wrong
7.
for sure.
Yeah. So she's stealing essentially. If you don't like it, don't come, but you can't do that. And she's an asshole.
You said she has another, like she has a story coming out or something?
Yeah, she says she's going to post it on
I'm
TikTok.
sure.
What could
I'm
she
sure.
defend though? If she was like, I told them I'd walk out, and then they just handcuffed me, then you got a story. But other than that, there's not much there.
Yeah. And I feel bad for her children.
That sucks.
She sets a shitty example.
Her kids are gonna
She scared
hate
her
Disney.
children. Yeah. But it's a bummer to do that to your children, man. That's not, I don't have any, if you're a parent and they arrest you, you go, it's okay, honey. We're just going in, we're doing the thing. You keep your kids calm. You don't
Yeah.
want to scare your children.
Yeah, it's not about you. You make it about the kids. Like,
She's screaming
all right,
and
I
being an
fucked up.
asshole.
Let's just walk outside so my kids don't get scared.
Yeah.
Let me call their dad. He'll come pick
She's
him up.
always done
and then
this.
We can do this.
She's
Yeah,
always
she
done
finally
this. This is
got
her
caught.
whole life
Yeah.
right here. And she's always gotten away with it by making
I'd love to
it
hear a
seem-
story, but unless it's like, yeah, I tried being civil with it, you know?
Well, speaking of stories, you guys' last episode got a lot of hits because of the great debate over the phone charger.
Brian was so upset.
I mean, Chin was so upset. Brian was so upset. And then I saw another clip on TikTok that I think someone sent in the group chat.
I sent to the group, I said, Chin, you ready to admit you're wrong?
Yeah, I remember.
And what did that clip say, Chin?
I don't, well, first of all, who is that guy?
It was somebody else who
It was another guy who
behind
saw
her.
it. Yeah.
That's what he
who saw the
says.
whole thing.
I
Chin
don't-
doesn't believe him. So,
I feel
Chin,
like
you
that
think
might be
it's
her
all a
friend or
conspiracy? All of it's, everyone's out for this guy?
No. I don't. But I think
The guy was like, I was there. I don't even know that chick. She bent down. She tried, it was like, hey, whose charger is this? We were all getting off the plane. We had to take our stuff.
hold on, let me see if I can send it over here. It's gonna make some sounds. Hold on.
Christian Cavallari calls it quits with Mark Estes.
Oh my God, thank God I know that.
I'll edit this. Hold on.
I mean, he was there.
But Chin doesn't believe
Hold
that.
on. We'll get to
Chin's
this.
like, we don't know him. We haven't vetted him. You know.
But even if
I think that the guy who made the video is an asshole.
sucks.
And I think
they're both assholes,
No.
seriously, that's how I feel.
No, I think she's right. He's wrong. And I think he should go to jail for as long as the other woman
I
who.
did not expect to be making a video about this, much less on this account, but I was on the exact same plane going to Miami as the woman who's been accused of stealing an Apple charger. I've heard both people tell their side of the story, and I kind of just wanted to jump in and offer a third person's point.
Yes, Queen.
Because I've seen a lot of nasty comments on both people's videos. So it is pretty accurate. Both of them pointed out that we were delayed multiple times. I think it was upwards of 4 or 5 hours, and eventually everyone had to deplane. As the guy pointed out, yes, everyone was deplaning in a sort of haphazard way. Some people were trying to stay on the plane, and at the end of the day, I think the flight attendants did make everyone deplane unless you had some sort of a medical condition. So the person who I was sitting next to at the very back of the plane, for example, had gotten onto the plane in a wheelchair, and so she was allowed basically to stay even though everyone else was deplaning. As everyone was deplaning, the flight attendants were trying to make sure that everyone was taking all of their stuff with them. It wasn't the kind of deplaning where you can leave your stuff on the plane and come back to it. If you were getting off, you were instructed to take everything with you. The guy also pointed out that the woman who stole his charger allegedly bent over and unplugged it and held up the entire line to do this. And while I can't comment on whether she unplugged it or she found it on the floor because I wasn't close enough, I was behind her, so I did get held up in the line. But what I can say is that she literally grabbed the charger and held it up and tried to make eye contact with one of the flight attendants.
Boom.
And the only thing that the flight attendant did was basically signal to keep walking and keep deplaning. To me, that was honestly one of the first signs that this woman was not trying to steal a phone charger and that she was not overly concerned with trying to be inconspicuous and hide it. She literally held it up and tried to make light of it in case anybody who was getting off the plane was turning around to look for their charger or something like that. After almost everyone deplaned, pretty much everyone did their own thing. I didn't really think that much of this moment. There are so many times where I've dropped my phone or left the charger behind or left a sweater or sometimes even left my backpack underneath the seat in front of me. And as you deplane, they don't let you just run back in if you forget something, even if you're going to be boarding later on, because there are other people who are still deplaning. So they usually make you wait at the front of the gate. And I've had so many people walk out with my things and basically hand them to me after I had forgotten them. So I honestly thought that's what was happening here. Once it was time to get back on the plane, I would say I was around 10 people behind the woman, and the guy had already boarded and was sitting at his seat. You know when someone steals something, they usually try to hide it or they're nervous about getting caught. Honestly, that was not this woman. This woman was more concerned about whatever pet she had in her bag than she was about hiding basically an Apple charger. And honestly, as soon as the guy started yelling, a lot of the people on the flight started to turn around and look at the guy because he was truly making a scene as she was struggling to board. By the time she pulled out the charger and actually handed it to him, I was a little bit closer to getting to my seat. And I could honestly just see that the man was still yelling, the man was still being aggressive. She had already given him back the charger and he kind of just wanted to shame her and call her a thief and call her a person who was stealing everyone's luggage. It honestly was so over the top and so overdone that part of me even thought that it was something like a skit. The rest of the flight was honestly not that dramatic. I think the man was trying to still huff and puff under his breath here and there, but I put on my headphones and kind of just forgot about the entire situation until I saw these videos go online.
Well, good for that guy. He's a
Case
nice guy.
solved.
Case solved my
Case solved.
ass.
You're still not buying it, Chin. You're still siding with that moron.
No.
You have,
When
now,
did I
this,
ever
guy,
say?
this guy's just a random
When did I ever
guy.
say I was siding with? I said they're both dumbasses, but she's the one that caused it. That's it.
Yeah, that's fair.
She took something that's
She
not
didn't cause
hers. That's
shit.
it.
He put her.
Yeah, but she was
put her
trying
on
to
blast.
help out.
No
put her
shit,
on
dude.
blast.
Brent, okay, so she said no one would take it. Like the
Hey, he
the
put her
staff
on
wouldn't
blast.
take it.
She holds up like this, charger.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Mammy, I keep moving." Shit.
Remember, she's
All right.
like this. Okay, so if I found someone's wallet and I try to give it to the flight attendant, they're like, "No, I can't take it." That's just
Yeah.
bullshit.
That is
There's
true.
no way.
They
True,
don't take
Chin.
it.
Fuck it, I don't believe. See, where do you return it? To the front desk then, at least, right?
No, because you're getting back on the planes and they're 4 hours. So she
So
put
you're
it in her
telling me
bag.
if I found someone's passport on the ground and I wanted to give it to their flight attendant, they're gonna be like, "No, we can't
Yeah.
take it."
I'm actually not sure. I'm not sure.
I challenge every single person here if that's true or
I'm
not.
not
I
sure.
highly dude.
I don't know, but you're talking about a phone charger, Chin.
No, but she's saying that she couldn't even take a phone charger to a
Yeah, because the flight attendant's like, "We're not responsible for this."
But
Figure
what
it
about
out.
what's a wallet? What about an ID?
I tell you what,
It's
I'm going
not
on-
though. It's a phone
Yeah.
charger.
I don't
You're
give
talking
a
about
shit,
two
but
different
no,
things.
but you're saying they
no, you
can't
should
take-
give a shit because
Hold
we're
on.
not talking about it.
You're saying
We're
they
not talking
can't take a phone charger, but they can take an ID? What the hell's the difference?
I don't know. All we know is we have multiple witnesses say they wouldn't take the phone charger. They're delayed for 4 hours. What is she supposed to do?
We're believing this deal. So, anyways, we don't know who's right or wrong.
If you're told to
this is
exit
some
a plane
random
and-
dude.
yeah, if you're told to exit a plane,
that's what you think. We don't.
wait,
Have you
Chin,
researched
if you're
this
told to
guy?
exit a plane and take all your belongings, and somebody leaves a phone charger,
No, dude.
no big deal.
So even like I talked to Jay about this too. Jay's on my side. He says there's times when he deplaned where he left his luggage on board. It's just it just
Yeah,
depends
but
on
in
the
this
situation.
case, you are not allowed to leave anything on board.
That's what this guy is saying. The other guy said that he was, the people. You can leave
I
if you
travel
want.
so much, I can tell you. That
I
that's
know,
what they
Brian,
say.
but this is a different
Not
situation. We
once
don't
have
know.
they allowed me to leave my
No,
luggage.
you're not allowed to
Not
leave
once.
So
Okay, that's you guys though.
no. It's,
By the way,
it's
here's
what happens.
just for Mark sent me this. This is the Fire on the Kid poll. 66% say the girl was wrong.
It's not
But,
that.
but look
That's
at the
a poll
word.
you
But
guys
who
put out.
But who worded that? Don't steal people's stuff. She didn't steal anybody's stuff.
I don't know who did this.
Who did this?
Did you do it?
No.
Mark did it. So
Mark?
the girl is wrong. Don't steal people's stuff. Is it wrong that the girl picked up and tried to find the owner of the
So you
charger?
truly, and you're saying your heart of hearts,
No,
you
my
truly believe,
issue
hold-
has
wait,
been-
you truly believe, Brendan, in your heart of hearts that she didn't steal it. She really wanted to give it back to the owner.
Yes.
Then okay, even the guy that was talking afterwards, the gay guy, whatever, he's like, she wanted to return it. Like,
my
why
issue,
did she give it to the guy then, right
Chin,
away?
My issue has never been to get that far with this. My issue has been that the guy
Yes.
put her on blast, and I think he's.
but Brian, I
He's a
agree
lot
with you.
older,
I
too.
agree with both of you on that same thing. I said
That's-
they're both
that's what I-
dumb.
that's
We're
what
saying
I
the
had
same
the
thing, Jen. I think they're both wrong. Like, just leave everything alone. Like, it's a charger. Who gives a fuck if you lose a charger?
Yeah.
But I don't think she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna steal this charger," and then try to hide it. I think
think that
originally
charger was
she.
not
No, I think she's a-
I think
I
the
think
charger
originally
was
she
fair
thought she was
game.
gonna help out.
See,
charger
Brian,
was
that means
fair
you're okay
game.
with people stealing small stuff.
No,
then.
the
I don't
charger
think
was
it's
fair
fair
game
game.
because
No.
They're all getting off the plane. Nobody's coming back on the plane probably. There's a charger.
They all came back on the plane,
and it's
bro.
like, let me get that. What is she going to do? Hey, who lost the charger? Nah, you just take it.
She was selfish. She had a phone that needed to be charged, and she just stole it.
Take it, and you hide it in your pocket. You fuck.
That's weird.
No, I take it and I go like this. I go like this.
Well, which one of us is getting on a plane next?
And I go like this. Look, I go like this.
I get on a
put
plane
it behind. I put it behind my
next
thing.
week.
Brendan puts it in his pocket. When that guy
Brian's
comes
on a plane this weekend.
when that fucking guy comes back on and he's filming both of us, and he goes, "You doing your thing?" I go like this.
Yes, I did. I
Do you
stole
have
it.
something to say to me? And he goes, "Yeah." I go, "Do you have something to say to him?" And then Brendan comes in and gives him the fucking claw right on his face.
The only mysterious thing is when he went, did you take my charge? She'd been like, yeah, I tried returning it. No one would take it. I have it in my bag.
didn't say anything.
She looked flustered. There was a camera in her face.
There's that. But
Hold on, wait, Snots. Do you think she stole the
I
charger?
side with the girl. I side with the girl.
I think there's two options.
She's trying to.
Here's my thing. I think there's two options. One is that, oh, here's a charger. I'm going to take it. I need to charge my phone,
Yep.
but I'll bring it back. And the other one is like, I want to be a hero. I found a charger.
Which one do you think actually happened? Which one?
And now that we're talking about it, I'm a little confused on it.
What you?
This
don't you dare.
morning, I
You
thought
told
she
me-
needed the charger. and took the
I
charger.
think what fucks her is her reaction. Like if she'd been like,
didn't
yeah,
give a fuck.
I tried finding you. It's yours. Yeah, let me get it real quick. But she was like,
Yeah, I have it. Yeah,
I think.
I think.
So what I would have
I'll
had
give
is
it back.
I would have
Yeah, that was
I would have had the
that was
charger
weird.
in my hand as I was coming on, and I would have said, "Here you go." I would have said, "I kept."
She
it
should have
warm.
found the guy if that was his charger.
Yeah, I would have had it right away and been like, hey, you left your charger. I found it.
Yeah.
So she's a liar.
I would not have done that. You know what I would have done? I would have taken the charger. I would be like, "Is this your charger?" He would have been like, "Yeah." And I would have put it around his neck and gorilla. And I would have.
Yeah, that guy's a douchebag, man. Without a doubt.
Yeah, that guy sucks.
Yeah.
If you
She doesn't seem great either.
She's a douchebag too. I don't like him either.
She's pretty hot.
Yeah.
That's the only thing
Brian.
that she has though.
Yeah, if she was ugly, I'd definitely
That's
be
all
on
that
the guy's
matters.
side.
Okay, guys.
She's
Yeah.
a selfish piece of
If
shit.
she was a warlock, I'd be like, disgusting.
But I think if you're really good looking, you should be allowed to steal.
Oh, there you
too.
go. That's the,
yeah,
Okay.
that's what,
That's
it,
the
that's what it boils
That's
down
how
to.
I feel.
If you're hot, do whatever you want.
If you're really good looking, like that guy Justin Herbert, he should be allowed to rob a bank.
Yes.
Okay, Brian, you're going to be the first of us getting on a plane. Would you mind asking the flight attendant? Do you feel comfortable? Because if not, I'm getting on a plane.
Say,
in a couple
hey,
weeks.
if I find something, can I?
Oh, yes,
just
please,
give
film
to
it.
you?
Okay, I will.
And she's gonna go, no, dumbass.
I'm gonna say, hey, I'll do that. I go, if I find a bar of gold, am I allowed to take it or do I have to give it to fucking you?
Say that.
I'm going to.
All right.
and she'll say no. We can't accept other people's property.
Yep.
Bullshit.
What if I do this? If I say, if I find my career, can I keep it or do I have to? Do I still?
Or am I
have to
gonna
be-
lose it again?
Or do I have to lose it again? It's just my career. It was only 30 years of work.
You're not on the road this weekend?
I'm not. Not.
All right. You let us know. That's it, kids.
Oh, I'm in Calgary, October
2 weeks?
17, 18, 19. Yeah, at Yuck Yucks. Come
There we
get
are.
some.
Great club.
Calgary.
All right, kids. Go see Brian in Calgary. Yuck Yucks. Great club. We're out. Love you.